from the DUP, right? Sorry, just before. So I'm here with Lord McCrea from the DUP. Thank you for being such a stalwart for life. What do you think people at home who are watching this and feeling very disheartened can do?
Well, I think it's very important that we do not lose our voice. You see, the ones that we're speaking for have no voice. The unborn child has no voice to speak, and therefore they rely upon, whether it be members of Parliament, whether it be members of the House of Lords, whether it be members of society, to be their voice. And their voice is that they want the right to live. And that's what we're asking for. Now, surely in a world where there's so much death and so much tragedy, so much murder and destruction, why would we say, listen, but it's all right to take the life of an unborn child and say it doesn't really count and they don't really matter? They do matter, they do count, and therefore it's vitally important that we be their voice. And I don't know what the result will be today because there's such a swathe of new members of Parliament, and this really will be their first test on this issue. But whatever be the result, we cannot give up. We must continue to speak up for the unborn child. And that's what my colleagues, certainly in the members, my colleagues of the DUP in the House of Commons, and when it comes to the House of Lords, we will be their voice. And we will be that voice on the public check.
Thank you so much. I mean, it is a week of death, really, isn't it? We've got this abortion decriminalisation, and then we've got the assisted suicide bill on Friday.
Well, it seems to be that, is there a desire that people should just simply die and go away? For example, the elderly, do we just want to get rid of them? It's interesting. There has been a debate recently about that. Where are the young people going to be able to do the work, to be able to provide the benefits for those who are elderly? Well, the truth of the matter is this: they're destroying the life of those children who actually could be the workers, to be the people that will be in the employment, to provide the finances to look after the elderly. So there's an attack at both ends, both the unborn child and then the elderly. Because I know that as another job that I had over many years was a minister, and I know that elderly people feel vulnerable. And I've heard many of them say, my family think I'm living too long. And that gives them that, listen, I better go because I'm only a burden upon them. They're not a burden. They were the people who actually built the society, give us the prosperity that we have, and therefore they ought to have a dignified life right to the very end. We should provide that for them. We owe it to them. And I speak as an elderly person too, that in actual fact, that I shouldn't be pressurized into the idea that I'm living too long. So here is I believe it's a conscious attack. It's a conscious attack by many on the unborn child and their right to life, and of course on the elderly, their right to live.
So what would you say to all of those? My organisation, Citizen Go, we have thousands and thousands of people who've signed petitions, who've lobbied their MPs. What would you say?
They have got to keep going. They must not give up. They would love us to just go away. The truth of the matter is we can't. We owe it to the unborn child. We owe it also to the elderly to take our stand for that which is right. And what is it? The right to life.
Thank you so much, Lord McCrea. Thank you. God bless.
Pleasure.